There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
So the Houston Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking downfield, it's Miranda. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Lanier. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Finish the line.
I timed that perfectly, too.
Touchdown, Kansas State.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Slithers into space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Cougars are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
He's got him. Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Miranda. Under fire. He's open on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Reinbold.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Bringing the heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Works the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cougars racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third down play from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Handoff to the single back. Hard running there. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Can't get him to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Houston, 28. Kansas State, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Isaac. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Takes a handoff. It's Peppers. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Defense needs to maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Back to pass, it's Miranda. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Winston. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Miranda. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Kansas State has it first and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Houston wants to play fast. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It sucks. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Well, that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw, it's Miranda. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.